let's see, guys, what's going to happen in these conversations between Colwill and Pochettino. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, we touch on Rasmus Højlund, but also Colwill and Romelu Lukaku. Let's jump into it together. And so, guys, let me start today's video by mentioning Romelu Lukaku and Colwill, two important stories on the market, because from what I'm hearing, Inter will try again for Romelu Lukaku with a new bid. The new proposal is going to be probably around 30 million euros, with the possibility to discuss some add-ons. So they will try to sign Romelu Lukaku on a permanent deal. But of course, it's going to be crucial to understand how much Chelsea want for their player, if 30 million will be enough, because the last proposal, 25 million euros, was considered absolutely not in the range wanted by Chelsea for Romelu Lukaku. So Inter are still pushing, Inter want Lukaku, but now it's crucial to see how the conversation will go between the two clubs. And at the moment, from Lukaku, the answer on the recent reports that is considering Saudi clubs are denied. So those close to Lukaku guarantee that Romelu is not considering Saudi clubs. They are still pushing, but Romelu wants to continue in Europe. At least this is the position of Lukaku as of now. So let's see what happens on that one of Romelu Lukaku, and let's see also for Colwill. The player will speak very soon to Mauricio Pochettino after he received a new contract proposal from Chelsea, but of course it was not time to negotiate. It was just a message from Chelsea to tell the player, we want you and we want to extend your contract. So was that kind of message more than a proper negotiation, because the player was busy with the under 21 euros. But what we can say is that from Chelsea, the message also after the final and the following days is still the same. He's going nowhere. He's our player. He's crucial player. He's the future of Chelsea. So Chelsea consider Colwill not for sale and crucial part of their project. So this is the position of Chelsea. This has always been the position of the club, and it's still the same. So let's see, guys, what's going to happen in these conversations between Colwill and Pochettino, if the position of the player is going to change. But at the moment, from Chelsea, they are very clear. They trust Colwill, and this conversation, manager, player, is going to be very important to see the next steps of this story. We know there is strong interest from Brighton. He's in the list, of course, as top of the list, Colwill, but together with Calvin Bassey, who remains on Brighton list, and Liverpool, because it's true that Liverpool really like Colwill, but they are not negotiating anything because they know that the player at the moment is untouchable. He is not for sale for Chelsea, so it's very clear. Also, guys, important updates on the future of Rasmus Højlund. We know Manchester United are busy with the Onana story, and then they will enter into the conversations for Højlund. I wanted to clarify some important things on this story. So what I'm told, guys, on Rasmus Højlund is, first of all, the player is absolutely into the list. Højlund is one of the names, alongside Colwill. Harry Kane has always been the biggest dream, but we know that Man United left that negotiation because they feel that Tottenham don't want to open talks. So Højlund is on the list at Manchester United for sure, and is very high on the list, as we know, since a long time. What we can say also is that the player is super keen on the move. As I always mentioned, it's not a problem of personal terms, agreed or not agreed. The point is crucial. Manchester United know that the player wants to go there. And he also appointed SEG as an agency to be supported, because they are obviously very close also to the manager. So the idea of Rasmus Højlund is to play for Manchester United. He would be really happy about that. But it's also important to say that Rasmus Højlund wants to make a top club move. So it's not obsession Man United. He wants to join Man United. He was a Manchester United fan as a kid, but it's also on Man United to show that they really want Rasmus Højlund. So this is the second point. No problem on player side. He would be super keen on the move to Manchester United and super happy to sign for Man United. Then, guys, the important part of the story I wanted to tell you is that we heard many times in the recent days, with reports coming from Italy, bid from Man United, proposal from Man United. No, guys, Manchester United have not sent any single bid for Højlund as of now. Verbal, formal, official, no. They spoke to Atalanta to understand about the asking price, but they never sent any official bid. I saw some reports, 35 million euros bid, 40 million euros bid. No, this is not the case, guys. It would make no sense to bid for 35, because the player will never leave for that money. But also, they never sent any official bid, because the first thing they want to do is to have direct conversations on player side and to discuss the final points of the personal terms, like the salary structure and all this kind of things. As I mentioned, is not a problem, it's something they have very clear since May, but to fix the situation with the player is something really important. And then to discuss with Atalanta, but they know that Atalanta want at least something around 60, then now is around 70 million euros for Rasmus Højlund. So it's not going to be an easy negotiation. With Atalanta is always tough, but Man United want to start on player side, knowing that personal terms are not an issue since May, but discussing all the details of the contract, and then submit official proposals. So Rasmus Højlund is on the list, is a very important target, but first of all, it's not the only name on the list. This is very normal in a top club like Man United, and then the player side is going to be the first step of this story before sending bids. So this is the reality at Manchester United for Rasmus Højlund. So the timing could be different and depending on the goalkeeper situation, but after the goalkeeper is gonna be time for the striker. And guys, about Rasmus Højlund, one more thing I'm told is that Paris Saint-Germain a few days ago called to understand the situation of Højlund. Again, no bids, no proposals, but Paris Saint-Germain are exploring the strikers market, and so after asking for many strikers in the recent weeks, we know they asked, for example, for players like Colwill and many others, now we can say that Vlahovic is one of the players they discussed. For sure, I told you a few days ago that Vlahovic is one of the names they have in the list, but they also asked for informations for Rasmus Højlund. There was a contact where PSG asked for details. Then let's see if PSG will decide to enter this race or not. At the moment it was just a contact, but Man United remain very focused on that deal. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, including Rasmus Højlund, Colwill, Romelu Lukaku. I wait for your comments. Here as always, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao!